Who the fuck is Riley Gaines anyway? She had a brief moment in the spotlight where she did okay in swimming. She never amounted to jack shit and then became a sweetheart darling of the right-wing lunatics. Who is this woman?
First response to a lunatic going into a school to plow down a bunch of third graders who are praying is to condemn our prayers for the victims and for their families, then you are the worst type of evil that this planet has to offer.
Riley, no one's condemning thoughts and prayers. Kind of like how no one's celebrating you for being a 5th place finisher. Because somehow you've professionally turned losing into a lifetime grievance. You yourself act like you were robbed of an Olympic medal, but in reality you won a participation ribbon that was dipped in chlorine. Which somehow landed you a contributor gig on Fox News. Which goes to show that they just have really low standards to pick anybody. What people are actually tired of is thoughts and prayers with no actions following. Because as a country here in the United States, we've had countless amounts of mass shootings, with no actions or any type of legislation to follow that could prevent or mitigate these type of situations. Because to me personally, when it comes to thoughts and prayers, and specifically to mass shootings, it's kind of like an Etch-a-Sketch board. You can write thoughts and prayers on the Etch-a-Sketch board, and then once people say thoughts and prayers, they get to shake the Etch-a-Sketch board because they did their job. Which to me, in my opinion, makes it feel like it's a low effort way of making yourself feel good that you said it, therefore absolving any type of guilt that you may have in your mind, while their victims and the loved ones have to continue with grief, pain, turmoil, financial issues, continuing life.
Once again, who the fuck is this woman? Now we're listening to this woman when it comes to school shootings and thoughts and prayers? Nobody's condemning thoughts and prayers like the gentleman said. They're pointing out that they don't fucking work. Obviously. If they worked, we wouldn't have any more school shootings. We wouldn't have any more mass shootings, period. Would we? As a matter of fact, if prayers worked, a whole bunch of things would be different about this country. We'd have a shit ton of lottery winners. Nobody's dog would ever die, and everyone's nana would still be kicking. That's what we're saying. But what does she say? The people who don't, she said, condemned thoughts and prayers, but the people that don't think that thoughts and prayers are actually doing anything are the worst that humanity has to offer. Not the guy who walked into the school and shot the kids, mind you. No, she's not going to say anything negative there because that involves a weapon. That involves a gun. And we can't say anything negative in that aspect, right? I don't know. Maybe she did say something negative. My point is, who fucking cares who Riley Gaines is? Why are we listening to Riley fucking Gaines? She's a failed swimmer who has done nothing in her life but bitch about how she failed in life. Here's some idea. How about we all offer some thoughts and prayers for Riley Gaines' fucking career? How about that? How the fuck are people listening to this idiot?